Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, New Frontier Swine Time, episode 39. We are just getting in and checking on things. It's January, February, right? Our grass is probably not ready even in January. Just check on that. We can't plant until March. And we can plant all the other stuff too. Well, not all of it, but some of it. So March is going to be a busy month. Meantime, we were talking about throwing down some more pigs. We've got the space. So it's just about getting the pigs where they need to be, getting the money to buy the pigs and the pig farms, and then animals are full, and in another month we'll make a little bit. That's full. That's as full as it needs to be. That's got what it needs. I'm pretty sure our next step is to move on to February. So we're gonna do that. Just check one more time, have a look at our domain. Okay, everybody is readied up. So yeah, it's time to move on to February. We'll have to do a little bit of woodwork and filling the biogas plant. But other than that, February should be a pretty short month. There's nothing we're growing that we need to plant. So it's really just, well, hey, let's look at maybe getting some more pig farms in right away. We don't owe any money anymore. So 164. We could do that right now. Curious. Yeah. Do want to be a bit careful here. What did R do? Snapping on. Right. So I think I wanted to put these guys a decent distance from one another. Like there. And we again have our I didn't do that in the right spot, but it's too late now. But it's fine. Can't really afford to do much towards flattening or any kind of slope reduction, smoothing, so we'll just wait on that. I do believe that this will successfully pull this in, though. I don't know whether it'll actually make it or not. Nope. Okay. We've got a bit of... Well, we do need to get that, so... Let's get this guy out of the way and at least do that bit. I think that's doable with our current money. Go hard and big, or bigger. Here we don't spend too much. And we can get sloped. Properly sloped. And see, can we put, we might as well just flatten that all the way across. I'm hoping, okay, good. We can now actually dump. What I'm hoping to do is move that farmhouse and put, set up some sort of manure solution that covers all four. But right now, we can't afford to buy all the pigs we want to buy. We need to keep them together. We need to keep them staggered, I should say, so that we're always growing pigs. So how much do 100 pigs cost? Maybe we can afford it. I doubt it, but no point in... Alright, well, I think we have Black Pied and Berkshire. So... $23. Yeah, why not? We got pigs. Little baby pigs. And almost no money, but that's alright. Just pop this off. Couldn't really be that much, right? I guess it was a decent amount. Alright, that's close enough to full to be full. Right, so it was, need to get a couple of logs in for sure. Okay, that is everything we needed to do in February. It's a shorter walk than from over there. So we're going to go hit up March and start planting stuff. All right, March it is. So I believe we can now plant our grass, but let's visit down here. Right, we can also harvest this grass. So with that in mind, well, we might as well hit the fill button on this while we're here, get it out of the way. And then we'll go grab the mower and get a worker mowing that grass. And then we'll come back and we'll grab the big tractor and plant the other grass. I'm wondering, do we have... Okay, well, the planter will fill most of that in, but we could actually... Yeah, we'll let the planter fill that in, and then we'll hit it next month with the fertilizer. But first we'll get this guy going, and then we can just come back with the planter and get that going. Well, not the planter, the seeder. Although I wonder if this mower will mow, the helper will try to mow the plowed part, or whether it's smart enough to know not to. I know the answer for FS25, it would have been not smart enough. Let's see what happens. What will you mow, sir? Nice. looks like it's gonna get it right. Where's our other guy? Where did I leave him? Must be over here somewhere. There he is. What the heck? What did they do? Okay, weird. I clicked the switch was funky. We're gonna need more seeds for sure. Yeah, I thought so. I'm sure we have enough seeds for this. All right, we're gonna get this planted and I'll come back and talk to you then. And that's that. Although I hope that doesn't translate, that curve doesn't translate to the mowing. We only need to plant once. If it does, we'll have to figure out how to either paint or plow it a little better. But we need to plant, what is it, potatoes, or there's some other March planting thing. Yep, potatoes and sugar beet. But that's the planter. Get this guy dropped off. Let's just use this stuff up as much as possible. There we go. Well, the sugar beet is the planter. The potatoes are the potato planter. Do we have potatoes still? I'm wondering, we might. Can't really remember now. I think I'll be able to skip a sugar beet and do all potatoes. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm still going to do sugar beet one more time, but anyway, we're going to get off and do these potatoes here while we wait for the grass to finish cutting. So here we go. Okay. We get to try out the new planter now. I don't know if we're trying it out or... Can't remember if I've used this one yet. I think it's the new one, and I haven't used it. I don't think I tried it out on anything else. Maybe I did, but not remembering that, so we'll say that I haven't used it before. But we want to put sugar beet in. We're going to hit that up. First, we're going to grab this stuff just to get rid of it. And then we'll go fill up properly from the dispenser. Now this may not be the biggest one, but it uses solid fertilizer, which means we shouldn't go through massive amounts of liquid fertilizer and need to refill every 5 seconds. Which, in my opinion, is a major, major bonus. Yeah, works good. I'm happy with it. Like I said, it's not quite as wide as some of the others, but we don't have to deal with that whole tiny liquid fertilizer tank problem that we were having with like the blue drive. We're going to get this done, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Alright, we are done planting sugar beets and done with the Potatoes. It'd be awesome if we could get potatoes out of this thing, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Next time we plant, this is going to be down there, so I'm just going to refill it real quick and bring it down there. I can close it up though. This thing's gonna be, yeah. All right, so yeah, we'll just bring it down there and it'll be ready to go. How are we doing on materials anyway? A little bit curious. So we could put some more potatoes in. Definitely some more potatoes in that one. But the soybeans is the one that's making me wonder. I think we're okay. We're going to have to do the pickup on this grass next episode before we move on to April. Then we can do our our planting of sorghum and soybeans. I think they're both April, aren't they? Sorghum and soybeans, yep. We can just stash this thing down here. And we can go put our mowers away. We're going to take this thing back up there and do some potato loading. So I've had experiences where the weight of the, I don't know if it'll happen on this tractor or not, but I'm a little bit worried about it now, where the weight of the back part of the mowing apparatus actually lifts up the front end enough that you can't pick up the front piece. So you just ensure that you get the front piece first, then that usually doesn't happen. Because the back of the tractor is probably weightier than the front anyway. So right, we're gonna just get some potatoes into the pig food factories, and that'll be the end of the episode. We've already done our biogas plant stuff, and except for the silage, which will get loaded up soonish. Although we're going to be running without silage a couple times, because we're going to wait for the other part of the field to catch up. So we're on even ground with that. We will fertilize it next episode or next month after we move on. After we pick it up, actually, we can. So we can pick it up and then. Right, we got to get potatoes out of the potato silo first, and then we can go dump them. Right, so we pick up the grass and then run the fertilizer over the entire field. and not digestate, because that'll be a long, involved, painful process. It's barely tolerable as it is with the square fields. I think it would be a pretty big pain to do it with those other fields, but fertilizer is nice and quick. Although I do think we're gonna end up with more slurry than we know what to do with, and probably no more digestate than we know what to do with. We're gonna have to go probably sell some at some point, just to make room. We'll get all the potatoes we can in here. Which one was out anyway? Must have been that one. May end up selling potatoes and sugar beet as well, eventually. Although, maybe not. I think we might, over the course of 10 or 20 years, actually end up with an overstock of potatoes at the current usage rate. If we get a third food factory, that might change things, but I may need even more potato space. For the moment, I think we're doing pretty good. It should be full any time now. I'm gonna fill it just to make sure. We can always go empty it. It's not an issue. This should only take most of one load. I think either way we're gonna make 2 trips. Either to dump a tiny bit of excess, or to pick up a little more, or whatever. I think this makes it better. Either way. I guess the pigs sure do like potatoes. Yep, I thought we were going to be right around there. We would have had to make a second trip to go get more, and then a third trip to dump the excess, since we wouldn't have picked up exactly the right amount. So this is actually more efficient by one trip. Okay, well, that is everything we can do in our time here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.